well, we started all over the place. We've got collaborative working because we thought that was quite important in relation to designing the programme. So there we were thinking about all the people who would be involved, including people like library and beyond. Technology to support people working collaboratively. Support for people, and we quite liked your myth-busting term as well as the mentoring that we're using. And we thought there should be probably some structure to the process of people working together, so at least they knew what they were expected to do, not that they had to follow it in a particular way. Stakeholder ownership, we wanted there to make sure that students were seen as stakeholders, but also the student experience of learning was what should be the driver for that. And we wanted people to really own what they were designing and not the document itself to be the end product. It was about what they were designing. We had a bit of a debate about resourcing issues in the term, but it was two issues we were thinking of here, about the resources in order to develop the programme, and so this bit on the end here, yeah, if you do. That was about meaningful engagement in the process with the support services, so we didn't just want people ticking the box to say they talked to the library, we wanted some evidence that that had happened. And then the resourcing issues of managing academic workload, recognition that curriculum design takes time and staff time, and how they were going to manage that. Student and employer responsiveness, that was about having some flexibility and agility to meet the needs of employers as well. So we wanted the programme to be designed around student and employer needs, but also that it was flexible enough to meet those, and Claire had some examples of where a programme had been designed but actually didn't meet the students' needs when they tried to opt for particular modules. Guidance we felt was quite important. People often want not just support, but they want some guidance, maybe, you know, in different assessment tools that are available, different pedagogies. So we put there tools that they might be able to use, but also technology, and it was more than just support. We had a discussion about single source and about the information being there and the versions of the truth, but also there was a discussion about the confidence in that information, and whether or not people actually did believe that that version of the truth was the version of the truth, and how the information was then going to be pushed out to use in other places like the handbooks and things. Philosophy of design was related to whether or not there was actually any philosophy related to the programmes. You know, was there a university philosophy for when they design undergraduate programmes, or a school or a programme? And likewise, what principles underpin them. So we had issues about professional bodies and graduate attributes, and we were just getting to this last one. We were talking about the need for a commonly understood process, not one that people had to follow, but they all had to know what the process was from beginning to end, and there was some flexibility in that. And that's where we got.